Hey everybody, this is Patti. Welcome to the witching hour. Yes, that magical hour of the day when all sorts of weird and wonderful things happen. I have a weird and wonderful guest for you today. She's the co-host of the wildly popular What's Up Weirdo podcast. She's a renowned cosmetic tattoo artist, paranormal adventurer, and all-around delightful weirdo. From haunted hotspots to high fashion features in magazines. She really does it all. So welcome, Jessica Knapik. Thanks for
Thank
coming on the show.
thank you so much. That intro was so nice.
Thank you. But before we go too far, it says and Toad. Who might I say is Toad?
Oh, yeah, I gotta show Toad. Come here, Toadski. Come here, honey.
Come here, honey. Come here, honey. It
Oh,
doesn't sound like it's a frog so far.
it's not a real Toad, it's a fake Toad. This is Toad. He is a superstar.
What a beauty. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. What a beauty. Well, is it a little later in the show? I'm gonna bring on my Willow. Maybe they can meet and fall in love.
They will.
That would be fabulous. So, okay. Well, again, welcome to the show. I'm going to start out with What's Up Weirdo because that's where I know you from and thing. It literally has become like a cult favorite in the paranormal podcast world. You do it with John Tenney.
Mm.
What was its origin story? How did it come up? And what makes this little dynamic duo you guys have so special? Because it is.
Oh, well, technically, like, the origin of it is, like, a tiny bit sad, but it's, like, ended up being good. So, it started kinda during the pandemic. Right when the pandemic hit, me and Tenny lived very close to each other. And at the time, he was caring for his mom, who was in bad health. She had to move in with him, and then his dad moved in too. So he's over there with his elderly parents, kind of going nuts. And I'm over here, and we don't know what's going on in the world. We don't know where we can go, and we're used to hanging out every day, and then all of a sudden, it's not safe to see each other. So we would call each other every night and do these like slightly psychotic, just like downloads. Like everybody had cabin fever, right? We were all like going crazy. So we would do these phone calls and like cackle to each other because we were all we had. You know what I mean? So as it progressed, every night we're like, we should just record these. These phone calls are so funny because we're just nuts and we're just talking about kind of nothing, but kind of everything. Um, and then yeah, so we ended up recording them. Well, that was the thing too. I had my last dog before Toad. At that point, he was 13, and his health was declining, and Tenny's mom's health was declining. So basically, we did these as like therapy sessions with each other, and then like at the very beginning of the pod, his mom passed, my dog passed, and all that played out on the pod. So like instantly, people who listened, they were like connected to us because they went through these horrible things with us in real time. So yeah, it kind of started as therapy and then it just snowballed. And yeah, most of the episodes are obviously lighthearted and we talk about movies and paranormal and UFOs and Bigfoots and stuff, but there's some very real stuff in there. There's stories in there that my family doesn't even know. And then I play it back and I'm like, well, it's in there now. Like we get so distracted when we're recording that we don't even remember what we said on there, but we're dedicated to like the truth of it. So we're just like, put it out there. That's real. We said what we said. So it's all on our whole lives are on there at this point.
That is beautiful. There's the magic right there. Again, it's real, it happened, it's authentic, and how you guys developed it.
Yeah.
So you really are a part of the paranormal community. Has that shaped your life or your idea of life or how it's going? Or even your thoughts of death, being so part of it, hanging out at cemeteries and haunted houses and stuff?
Yeah. I love being part of the community. It's both it's both welcoming and unwelcoming. There's corners of it that are lovely, there's corners of it that are crazy, I don't know, but but we're all in there, we're all doing it. But yeah, I love visiting these places, obviously being super respectful of everything that's happened in different locations. I'm like slightly psychic, so I pick up on stuff in locations, and I've seen ghosts in locations, but Yeah, I feel very lucky. And then too, like, you realize that you're in this community, and I'm sure you get this too. And then like your normal friends or your like relatives, anytime anything happens in the world, you're the one that they go to. Like you're their touch point on all of this. And you kind of don't, I don't know. It's cute. Like I'm like, oh, I didn't realize I'm like your paranormal expert. Even though like maybe in the paranormal, you feel out of your depth or like you feel like you don't know it everything, but like to your normal friends, you're like the guy, you know?
Yeah,
Very cute.
that is true. I get that. I actually got just before we came on, I got that today. A neighbor I have not talked to in a long time lives right around the corner. I've known him for a long, long time. He goes, "Oh man, I saw a ghost." Okay. Yeah, but floating in a pool, and then the ghost talked to him, and everybody's like, "No, he's dead and floating in the pool." It's like, but of the whole world, a guy I hadn't talked to, it's like he had to call me, he had to tell me about this, ask me about this, and so that is very much what it is.
Yeah.
So, going back to the haunted, do you have like a favorite location or anything that you go to or have been to or have a great experience? We like ghost
Um,
stories.
yes. Um, Let me think. What's my favorite? Like the place where I guess I saw the most ghosts is this place called Benton Farmhouse in Kentucky. I was there with my last dog. It was kind of a group. Tenny was there too, and a bunch of weird stuff happened. We heard like growling. Well, they heard growling in the basement and they thought it was my dog, and then they all turned around and my dog was gone. So they're like, we don't know what just growled in the dark. And then I went upstairs with my dog and I saw a lady in a black and white dress do a spin and disappear. And then I go up to the attic and Tenny was up there kind of holding court and telling stories. And then I came back down to that floor where I saw the lady and my flashlight had been going out the whole time. You know how ghosts, like, suck energy from flashlights, so I had the dog leash, I had my phone, I had the flashlight going out. So I'm walking around the middle floor, and you know how, like, if when you're in the grocery store or you're anywhere, you can kind of feel psychically when you're in somebody's way? So I got the feeling that I was in somebody's way that was trying to investigate. So I looked over my shoulder, and I saw the head and shoulders of 3 people behind me, and I was like, "Oh my," and my flashlight had went out, and I'm like, "You guys, I'm so sorry, I'm in your way, I've got the dog, I've got the things, hang on, give me 1 second." And I went like that and hit my flashlight, and it came back on, and I turned back around, and nobody was there. So,
Yeah.
like, the head and 3 shoulders of the 3 people behind me were not real, they were ghosts. So at that point, I was kinda like, I had seen the lady, then I saw these 3 people, and I was kinda like, "F this, I need a break." So I scooped up the dog, took him down the steps, went outside, and that's when the other people on the investigation were like, "We heard a growl in the basement and we thought it was your dog." And then in my head, I don't know if anybody else gets this too, but on site, I need to process what just happened to me. So I don't like to say out loud what I just went through. So they told me about the growl and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And in my head, I was like, well, I just saw like 4 ghosts, but I'm going to talk about it later because I'm not ready yet. So that place was crazy. Yeah. Benton Farmhouse. It's still an active farm. They have sheeps and stuff outside and pigs. And then, yeah, they do like at the time they did night investigations. I don't know if they still do, but that place
Wow.
was very active and nobody ever talks about it.
That's cool. I don't know the place, haven't been there, but it sounds good. I love it. I have never brought my Willow on an investigation or anything close
You
to it.
should.
I mean, she's been here as I have a happily haunted house, but positive ghosts know who they are, my doll and things like that. How is it? How aware is your dog or dogs? Because I know they're very intuitive and they can see things we can't, whether however psychic we think we are or not. And you're super intuitive. Just know.
Yeah. So I brought that's the crazy thing is they're not scared. They're never scared. My last dog, I brought him to he went through Lizzie Borden's bed and breakfast with me. He was at Mount Washington with me. Toad's been to the Stanley Hotel. Um, they've been everywhere with the Velisca. I brought Bean to Velisca with me. My last dog, just like all the biggest locations. Toad's been to Penhurst with me. And they're braver, they don't care maybe they are picking up on stuff, but they don't I would say the only place I picked up on, like, sheer terror was being at the Velisca house.
Mm.
I would say the worst energy in the whole house is in the attic where, like, supposedly the guy who killed everybody, like, kinda squatted in the attic and waited for the family to get home so he could take them all out. Um, that attic has the worst energy, and I was trying to take a picture of being in there, and he was like, "Absolutely not, no." Like, that was the only time I ever got, like, pushback. But any other locations I've not, even Lizzie Borden's like nothing, like I've never gotten anything from the dogs being said. They're just stoked to like look around, but they're never like, I don't want to be in here. Except with Velisca, I got a reaction for sure.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that with Willow. She's a dachshund, you know. She might be too loud for the spirits on occasion.
I bet they would like it. That was the crazy part too, is that Lizzie Borden's, so she, like, later in life had 2 Boston Terriers, and my last dog was a Boston too, and I showed up with Bean, and they were like, "This is great. Lizzie had Bostons. Maybe it'll be active." And then we walked through the house and nothing happened. I'm like, "Well, if she was excited, she didn't show it because nothing
Right.
happened." But I thought it was cute. I'm like, "Well, I hope she's happy seeing my little nugget in her house."
Those that's so cute.
Yeah.
Um, so when you so does your dog now you travel with your dog a lot too,
Mhm.
right? Like,
Yeah.
can you tell do you get a sense that they're seeing something before you are ever or
I've gotten times, I don't know, like, I would say not even in, like, haunted locations, but maybe, like, in hotel rooms. I feel like we've stayed in some weird hotels and, like, the dog is picking up on stuff before I am. Um, we also, like, not that I wanna say it was 2 summers ago now, me and Tenny stayed at a mansion pool house in LA, and it was the first time ever that me and Tenny literally saw a ghost at the exact same time. Like, usually when you're at a home location, you like I just told that story. You see something and then you go back to the group and you don't even want to talk about it because you don't expect anybody to believe you. But we stayed at this Airbnb and I feel like Toad saw it too. Like, we woke up in the middle of the night. It was kind of an open space. Tenny was sleeping at a bed like across the room and I was right here. And I heard walking and I thought it was him going to the kitchen and I turned and I saw like an old lady, like the shape of an old lady with like a, like like a little headscarf on, and she was hunched over, and I'm looking and Toad's looking and then Tenny's looking, but like none of us said it. Nobody said anything. We just like went back to sleep and then we woke up the next day and Tenny was like, "How'd you sleep?" And I was like, "Tenny, this place is fucking haunted." And he goes, "I know. I know." That's, like, how it came up, and then, like, Tenny is always drawing stuff, so he sits down and draws what he saw, and he still has it, and I'm like, "That's exactly what I saw. That's exactly what I saw." And then, like, before we were leaving, the host comes out, and she's like, "Oh, how was your stay? Blah, blah, blah." And we're like, Do you have ever had any accounts of this place being haunted?" And she's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, well."
yeah.
Like,
But you guys are gonna call it in because you guys are gonna call it in. That's your world. So I go,
that's true.
oh, Jessica and John there. Head on in. That's what I think. That's what
I
I think.
agree, I agree.
Yeah, so that is pretty cool. Um, and I know you do go to a lot of cemeteries. I too love
Mhm.
cemeteries. I discovered the magic in them versus just that you don't like about them. Have you had any really weird or interesting experiences at cemeteries?
Mm. The There is a cemetery in Pennsylvania, which was where they filmed Night of the Living Dead. I don't know why the name escapes me right now. Um, it's gonna bug me. But it's one of the scariest places I've ever been. The second I stepped out of my car, I was, like, terrified, like, my knees started shaking. Evans City
Mm.
Cemetery in Pennsylvania. That I didn't see anything, but, like, the feeling was like, "I'm in danger, I have to leave." Like, that was terrifying. I'm trying to think of any other, I don't think I always see animals. I feel like that's a thing. They, like, know I'm safe, and they always come out in cemeteries, but I haven't seen any ghosts. Yeah, that cemetery, and, like, that grave, and there's a little chapel there, and that's still there, and I got out, I'm telling you, like a Scooby-Doo cartoon, my knees were like rubber. I'm like, "This is the scariest place I've ever." That place and, Ohio State Reformatory are my top 2, which I feel like are the vibiest, scariest places of all the locations that I've ever been.
Those that's amazing. Okay, let's move for a second on because I'm so intrigued by this. You're a noted a cosmetic tattoo artist, and you've been featured literally in Cosmo and Vogue. So, for somebody who doesn't know, what does cosmetic tattoo artist mean?
So, I basically tattoo people's faces all day long, every day. I do brows on people, I do freckles, I do, scar work. So if somebody has, like, a birthmark or they're missing, like, pigmentation on their lips or their face, I can color match and fix it. Um So yeah, so when I broke into, you know how stuff is on Instagram, uh there's certain people in certain fields and you're like, how am I going to get recognized with these people around? And what's going to make me stand out? So it was literally right after I started and I was walking my dog. Like I always say, like the best ideas that you'll ever get in your life are happening in the shower and on a dog walk.
Yeah.
Always. All my best ideas are from a dog walk, right?
Yep.
So I'm walking the dog at night on a night walk and I'm looking up at the stars and I'm like, and I tattoo freckles, whatever, and I'm like, "Why don't I can put constellations in people's freckles and nobody will know, and it'll be their little secret, and it'll tie them to the thing that they're getting and blah, blah, blah." So I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do." So I go in the next day, and I have this girl booked for freckles, and I'm like, "I had this crazy idea. I don't know what your zodiac sign, because you know how all zodiac signs have their own constellation,
Mhm.
right?" So I'm like, "Do you mind if I do, like, your zodiac constellation on your face?" And she's like, "I'm literally not that into astrology, but I don't care if you do it." And I'm like, "Okay, sick." So I did it. Did it all, and she was gorgeous, and the pictures were perfect, and it was very fun. And I go to post it on Instagram, and you know how it is when you're like, there's like barely any new ideas in the world anymore,
Right.
right? And so I felt like the second I post this online, one of these bigger artists in cosmetic tattooing are going to steal it instantly. They're going to post it. People are going to think it's their idea and I'm going to get left in the dust. But I'm like, screw it. I'm going to do it anyway. So I posted it, not even kidding, within 24 so within like 24 hours, I want to say it was called Hello Giggles. I don't even know if that's around anymore, but this big site contacted me and they're like, "Can we do a story on this thing that you did?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, yes." And then, like, the next outlet to contact me after that was Cosmopolitan Australia. And I'm like, how do you know already? I just did it. It happened within 24 hours, and then they're trying to write these articles, and they're like, "How long have you been doing this? Blah, blah, blah." And in my head, I'm like, "I've done one. I've done it once." It was crazy. So it just took off, and then, yeah, it was in Elle, it was on MTV, it was in Vogue, like Korean Vogue, different everywhere, everywhere. It went everywhere. It was nuts. So, yeah, so I still get clients from that. I still do it on people. Um, and yeah, I had it's just like a cute little secret. Like, and people get it for the grandparents. They'll be like, "My grandma passed away and I want to get her zodiac constellation on my face," or they'll do it on their shoulder, or I've done like people's dogs, zodiac constellation on their body. Like, it's just a cute, like, memorial thing for people, and somehow it worked out and nobody copied, well, I mean, people have copied off me since, but I mean, in that first moment, nobody stole it, and outlets found it, and it was nuts. It's still nuts, but so, yeah,
That's
that's what I do when I'm not ghost hunting and podcasting and doing all the other things.
that is amazing. And me speaking from I'm a witch person, that's pure magic, girl.
I know, that's
Pure magic.
exactly
I
it.
I work with sigils and symbols and like we're drawing and creating. You're putting literal the magic of that constellation, of that whatever it is, literally onto their face. That is insanely magic. So you were doing witchcraft within this tattoo. So
I totally agree. And you mix in, like, I'm tattooing, like, there's blood involved, like, there's blood spill, it's, like, so magical.
so magic. I just
Yeah.
love that. So
Thank
why before this happened, which now this makes me so intrigued. I love that. Like that would be like the first tattoo I'd ever think I would just freckle.
I would t but
Oh,
it's nobody ever knows. Yeah, the lines are drawn in between, it's just the dots, and I'd make them the color of the other dots on your body, so nobody even knows that they're not real. They just look like you were born with it.
so I'm just a trick. So, but before this, because now this is a reason to me. But why did somebody have freckle tattoos? Just because they wanted or they wanted to even out what they had, or they just wanted them, or
Yeah, it's just become a popular thing in the beauty industry. People just get, like, cute little smatterings of freckles on their face. And I remember can't remember if it was, like, Us Weekly. I think it was Us Weekly, but one of the outlets were like, it was right when, what's the girl who's married to Prince Harry?
oh,
Uh,
Meghan Markle.
yeah. So she was in the news, and the Us Weekly or something was like, "Oh, do you think people are getting more freckles because of Meghan Markle?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Nobody's ever asked me for the freckles because of her." I'm like, "They literally come to me and are like, 'My grandmother has this, my mom has this, and it's my ideal of beauty.' Like, and I was born and I never got them, and I just wanna look like the rest of my family." So they, like, have me do it, and it's so beautiful, and everybody looks so cute with it. It's so youthful, and I, like, love doing it, and I like I said, I do brows too, but, like, I consider brows like heart surgery. Like, if I make one false move, the person looks crazy, but freckles are like my recess. Like, anytime somebody wants a freckle appointment, I'm like, "Yay, I get to play. This is my favorite thing."
That is amazing. That is amazing, actually.
Mhm.
Speaking of that is pure magic. That has power, intention, and everything into it. Have
It
you ever
does.
done a paranormal fire tactic, whatever that means, like protection sigils or somebody's favorite ghost or anything like that?
Not yet, no. I've done other constellations that aren't zodiac. So I had one girl, she works in, like, she's like an astrophysicist or something. I don't remember what it is, but she works, like, literally in space work. And she's like, I'm a professional. I'm not allowed to get tattoos on my arms." So she got her favorite constellations because she knows all of them. And I did those down her arm. And she said, I actually ran into that person fairly recently. It was weird. We did a woo pod trip in Detroit, and somebody came up to me at a restaurant. Well, I had Toad with me, and they're like, "Can I pet your dog?" And then they were like, "Wait, you tattooed my arm." Then they held out their arms, and I'm like, "Oh my God, I remember you." It's crazy. Like, the world is so small and everything's connected. And you know how it is. So cute. Everything's so, that's cute.
That is cute. That is amazing. So, okay, let, let's go to weirdo. I like you're a self-proclaimed proud weirdo, and the name of
Yeah.
your podcast has weirdo within it. What to you is a weirdo?
I would say anybody that just is authentic and not afraid to, like, whatever you're into, whatever you're most into, paranormal or tattooing or animals, animal rescue, plants, gardening, whatever. Like, whatever you're into, like, I love when people are so into a thing and they're so good about it and they're so passionate about it and they want everybody to know about it and they want to talk about it and they're like whimsical and they wear shirts about it and they don't care what anybody else thinks. That's so cute to me. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know, I love it. It's just like me and Tenny can get on the podcast and freak out about anything. We freak out about animals, we freak out about movies, we freak out about the dollar store, like, not lit you can find joy in anything. So it's basically somebody who's, like, living authentic and finding joy in stuff and being kind. Like, navigating the world as a kind person, trying to be better, trying to make other people better, trying to protect the earth. Yeah.
Amen to that. We need more kindness, and we need to protect this little planet of ours. She's getting
I know.
very angry.
She is
Um, uh,
very angry lately.
so again, I'm worried about people who aren't weird. Nor the word normal scares me.
I know, me too.
So say somebody they feel like they're a weirdo, but they haven't found their people yet. Any tips for that about embracing yourself or finding your weirdo community or tribe?
I would say, yeah, paranormal conventions are a great start. Obviously listening to What's Up Weirdo. We have like the cutest, most dedicated Patreon following. We have a chat room in there and people talk on there every day. There's Tenny. I actually took that, but these are his new promo photos and I took those in his attic.
Nice.
But yeah, I just, any community, like anything that you can start from, even like other podcasts that I'm a fan of. There's a podcast called Web Crawlers, and we actually hung out with them that weekend in LA when we saw that ghost. Um, and they have a great community. So if there's anything that you're super into, maybe see who the other fans of that thing are and try to meet up with them. Um, and there's been so many more community meetups now that, like, we're trying to not feed into capitalism, and we're bartering with people and doing cute neighborhood sales and farm stands and stuff like that. Like, go where the vibe is good. Go where, like, something fills your heart. You don't need to go to a bar. I feel like bars are almost out now. Like, this generation doesn't drink as much, doesn't club as much. I feel like it's like daytime stuff, farmers markets and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. That's great. I know I just recently was at Comic-Con. 100,000 million pesos
That's a
indeed.
great place.
Claiming it with pride. And
Yeah.
these are my people. I mean, not all my people.
And they're
These
always
are
down to talk and they're always so complimentary. Like, if you could just stand in the middle of the walkway at a Comic Con and 10 people will talk to you.
yeah.
That is a great suggestion.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is weird. Whatever you can find your clique.
Yeah.
Um, so do you in this personal journey, since you are a traveler, literally going places and podcasting and being in these two interesting, and how connected are these two worlds? Are they connected at all? Do they clash with each other? Or
I would say it's all connected. Yeah. I just want to see everything. I don't think I actually got like weird about it the other night again. We just don't have enough time. We don't have enough time on this planet. There's so much I want to see. And also, don't limit yourself. I feel like there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I'll never go there. Oh, I'll never see that. Like, you're putting that out into the universe. I see videos online every day. So there's a waterfall. I just literally bookmarked one a couple days ago. There's this waterfall in Brazil. Do I have any plan to go to Brazil? No, I don't. But did I bookmark it? Yeah, I did. Because guess what? Maybe I'll go. I never say never. You can do anything, you can go anywhere. All of these things are available to you. But I have bookmarks in every country, and I don't know if I'll ever get there, but it's nice to think that I will.
yeah, and that's yes. Everybody talks
Yeah.
positive, manifest money, man, but they don't realize that we're manifesting even bigger when we go, I could never do that, or I'll never go there.
Yeah.
I could never have that. Right. You just created that. You just manifested that. So
Yep.
yeah, I'm a never say never either. Ever, even if
Yep.
it's the thing that I think is, nope, not going to say never say, it's
No,
eat
everything
my
is
words.
possible. And
Yeah.
there's no age too. There's no age limit. Why do people think life is over at 30, 40, 50, whatever? Like, I forget what it was. I was just watching a video. Oh, it was Seth Rogen randomly, a little clip of an interview last night. And he was like, do you guys remember Ian McKellen before he was 60? No, he got famous at 60. You can do anything you want. If there's something, he's like the common denominator of people that like make themselves into something or are successful is that they never gave up. Just keep working at this thing that you want to do and you'll get there. Like there's no limit and there's no start date. And if you don't like your life, you can change it literally today, tomorrow, anytime.
I completely. And again, I think you're right. It does nothing, and you always have to do something you want to do. I have
Mm.
a friend who's 87 and she's still figuring out what she wants to do when she grows up. But she's
Yeah.
success of these things and these things. She
Yeah.
runs circles around the morning workouts. And it's like you would look at her not say 87, but even if you thought that it doesn't matter, it's in your head. But there's all
It
these
is.
people who retire or just like give up, and I'm on the downhill slope now. They
Yeah.
die of heart attacks early. I'm so it's like
Yeah, no, it's
and
so important. It keeps you and they say that like keeps you from Alzheimer's and stuff too because you have to be constantly challenging your brain and constantly be curious and interested in new things and then your brain is like, "Oh yeah, we're still doing this. There's still so much to do."
so what keeps you like that? Again, I know you have this passion and you just said it, what you want to do. Do you have any daily rituals or thought patterns or just belief systems that keeps you cool like
Yeah.
this?
There's one that has like literally changed my life in the last year. There's an app called Finch. It is a mindfulness app. Uh and I'm on there every day. And you can it suggests uh affirmations for you, goals for you. So aside from the ones that they suggested, like breathing exercises, it makes you very present, stretches. And so I'll set different ones for myself too. I set one before I go to sleep that says like the one before there you go, Finch.
Or
It is the cutest app ever. So yeah, I can set there's different affirmations that I read to myself every day. One is like, everything goes your way. Everything goes your way. That's a big one. There's a nighttime one where it's like, you don't have to stress yourself. Like, you don't have to have everything figured out. You have your whole life ahead of you. You're doing great. And it sounds so silly to people who don't do this type of stuff. But the more you read, another one is this is another big one is and I feel like you will relate to this. I feel like my house is chaos, but I like it that way. There's plants everywhere, there's shit everywhere, there's haunted stuff, there's dog stuff. And I will get down on myself about it for so long. And if anybody ever came over, I'd be like, I'm so sorry, my house is a fuck, whatever. But I sent in the Finch app. I wish I would look it up right now, but it says something like, your house is not messy. It's cozy, interesting, and charming, I think is what it says. And I swear I read that every day and now I think it. I'm like, my house is cozy, interesting, and charming, and I love it here. And I used to be embarrassed about it, and now I'm not. So you can change your own thinking.
you are my new hero because my house is very cluttered, interesting, and warm and cozy.
Yes.
in piles and stacks. But and I do like it. I do feel comfortable here, and I do get guilty about it and judgmental and be embarrassed by all that. So I'm going on to Finch. I'm following Jessica
Wait.
because I am that person, clutter everywhere. And
Yes.
I walk into like sparse houses like, oh, that's pretty in a magazine. I don't want to live
Yeah.
here. I don't want to live
No.
here. So
No, I
that's
don't like
wild.
them.
So yeah, and I like those apps and and that's one good thing I've seen out of social media with all the insanity, turn off the doom scrolling. There is
Uh-huh.
so much positive stuff now. Again, we need it to counteract all the not positive stuff going on. But we do have so many opportunities like that app now and affirmations and
Mhm.
YouTube and go to bed megahertz, which I've been doing those 420 because I'm into
Oh,
sound
yeah,
right
the
now and sound
sounds. I do that too.
I do too, and amazing and it's powerful that we're combining spirituality and science is all beautifully crashing together, and magic, and both spirituality and science within our paranormal world.
Yeah.
Me being a medium, and I'm not a tech person but the equipment over there by the tech person is just confirming what I'm seeing and doing over here. So I
Yeah.
like this crashing together of
Yeah.
things. What's next?
Oh gosh. Well, one thing I've been doing lately, I don't know, listen, on the podcast, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm like a natural teacher or something. I don't have kids, but I like imparting wisdom to people or like telling people about stuff they didn't know yet. Like it's exciting for me. So I noticed for a long time on the podcast, I would bring up like weird news stories that I saw, like this crazy thing happened, and what do you guys feel about that? And then me and Tenny would talk about it and whatever. So I've started doing this thing on my TikTok and my Instagram that's like weird world news, and the videos are doing so good. It's crazy. Um, so yeah, just like weird animal stories and weird human interest. There's a weird story that I reported on my thing. A week or 2 ago where these people, I wanna say it was in Kentucky, and they survived a tornado and they were holding each other, like, behind their back, and I'm not even kidding you, both of their exposed arms that were, like, up got ripped off by the tornado, not kidding, and they each have opposite arms left because they were under each other, they were holding each other. So now those other arms are gone, so now they have to adjust to life with their arms. So, like, most of the stories that I cover are lighthearted, but every once in a while, they're just like there's another one about a guy in Ohio who made a boat that looks like a hot dog. They're like there's the videos are crazy, but people like them because they're not like doom scrolly. They're not, "Here's our president, whatever, but world new climate change." You know what I'm saying? Like, not heavy. They're like weird little stories. So yeah, so I've been doing those on my Instagram and my TikTok, and people really like them. And I love like doing the research and finding new ones. They're from all different countries. I have one that I'm posting soon about a pigeon in the UK that's green, and everybody's seen this green pigeon everywhere. Like, it's just like when else would you hear about it? So I'm like, I gotta tell these people about weird news. So that's my current thing that I'm doing. I don't know how it happened, but it's really fun.
I love that. I looking forward to me. I like teaching people too. That's why I actually started my school 5 years ago. I like teaching people
Yeah.
about whatever spooky
Yeah.
stuff, psychic stuff, paranormal stuff. So I that's great. I'm gonna go check that out because I want to see the green parrot. A big green pigeon. I see green parrot all the
Yeah.
time. I want to see the green pigeon. What if he's a hybrid? He's an alien? Who knows?
I know.
Wow.
They're calling him the Incredible Hulk of the pigeon world. I was like, perfect. Love it.
Oh. Anyway, oh my God, so many questions. You are so amazing. If everybody has fallen in love with you as much as I have, tell people where they can find you on social media, on the internet, your podcast, anything you have coming up, let us know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so What's Up Weirdo podcast on Spotify, Apple, all platforms. And then if you want to find my personal social media, you would go to linktree.com/Jessica Knapik, just my full name after the slash. And you can find there's a link to my Instagram, my Twitter, my YouTube, my TikTok, everything in my life. Um, and then the next in-person event I have planned is in October. You guys know the show We Bought a Funeral Home with the Blumberg family. It was on Discovery Plus. They have started doing the paranormal convention circuit. So we're doing an event there for a weekend. It's me, Kenny. Joanne Mass from Ghost Brothers and our friend Joshua Darren, who also does like very interesting internet videos on his social media. So we're doing a weekend there. So the Friday night is kind of a mixer, and then the Saturday is like talks. We'll give a talk, and then a night investigation. So yeah, there's information about tickets to that, and certain there were 9 tickets to stay at the haunted funeral home there that we're going to be investigating. So people got those. So yeah, there's information about that on my Instagram too. So that'll be our next live event.
Oh, how
That'll be
fun. I'm sure
yeah,
we'll be seeing each other.
yes.
Check her out. Anyway, before we go though, we have some critters to introduce each
Yeah, we
other.
have to
So
show the
I'm
dog.
going to run upstairs and pull down my
Okay.
puppy if she's home right now. I think she
Okay.
is. She has dates all the time, but she
Oh,
wants to meet Toad. So I'll be
okay.
back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Well,
Do you want to meet a dog?
okay. Okay. Oh,
Oh.
oh, oh, look
Look,
at that, Will.
look. You will see a dog friend. Look at you guys. You're on a date.
Oh,
Look
he is
at
handsome.
look
Look at
at
those
look at
hairs on that boy.
yeah, the big ears.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at
Oh,
these
she's
big
smiling.
ears.
She's trying to smile. Kiss it. Oh, look at he's getting kisses, Will. And
Oh,
look at y'all.
look at
You want to
you.
be? Oh, he just raised his ear. Oh, he's curious. He's seeing. He's seeing her. She's harder to see than Toad with her
I know.
black on brown.
I see doggo. I see doggo.
Oh, he is good. What do you think, Willow? Wake up.
Just be the thumbnail for the episode, just us sitting
Uh,
with the dogs.
Willow, look at the camera. Look at the camera. She's the hairs. Yeah. Ah. Anyway, oh my gosh. Any last words for everybody?
Oh gosh. Be nice to each other, plant a tree, don't kill bugs, put them outside. Um Plant a natural front yard, get rid of your grass. Don't buy stuff, get stuff secondhand. But that's it.
I think I love you. Thank you so much for truly bringing your magic to the witching hour.
Yay, thanks for having me. I had so much fun.